Hey, my Liptons. So, child, we have some Marvel news to get to. So, Marvel news is out. Now, let me be honest. All of this news, not all of it, a few of it is like some news I'm not too excited about. But there's one in particular concerning Doctor Strange where I am completely here for it, okay? There's a lot happening. It's going to happen in 2025, 2026, 2027, and I cannot wait. But make sure like y'all are subscribed to my channel, okay? Let's get up to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Let's continue to build the brand. Let's continue to talk about superhero news. I'm excited. And particularly the reason why I'm excited is because I just found out about this news. Let's talk about the good first, okay? Let's get to the good stuff. Okay, let's get to the good news and then let's get to the bad news. Okay, let's talk about the good news. At least when it pertains to me, and the good news when it comes to me. Y'all, when I saw that this news came out that Sam Raimi is directing Doctor Strange 3 and Denzel Washington is going to be playing Dormammu in Doctor Strange 3, when I tell y'all, I am excited. I'm excited. I'm happy. This is great casting. I'm so happy that they continued to, listen, have Sam Raimi on the payroll. I know a lot of people, a good amount, I won't say a lot of people, a good amount of people did not like Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange. I don't care what y'all say. I loved Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Usually I'm on the side of like a good amount of the collective on the internet when it comes to some of these movies. But like when it comes to Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, I got my entire life watching that movie, okay? It gave me horror. It gave me the script was scripting. Okay, the script was scripting. I know a good amount. Some of you fanboys a little bit mad. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know y'all. Y'all have. I would say this though. I did take some of the constructive criticisms that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, that some of the fans were saying. They felt like Wanda went evil a little bit too quick. They felt like the whole her encounter with the Illuminati and stuff like that was a little bit too anticlimactic. I get what y'all saying. But at the same time, it was so iconic to me. I don't know. I love that scene. We're gonna look back, and I said this before in the past. We're gonna look back at Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness and say, "Yo, this was really a great film. Like the fight scenes, the magic, the zombie Doctor. It was so. To me, at least, it was Chef's Kiss. I gotta give it a 10. I know some of y'all didn't like it. I liked it. I really enjoyed it, and I honestly watched it 2 times in the movie theaters. Now, I will say this though. I'm gonna like this one even more. And the movie didn't even come out yet. Let me tell you something. Sam Raimi is an iconic director, legendary. Brought us Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Okay, I said this in my last video that I did. Andrew Garfield even said that Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man, and I agree with him 1,000%. I know y'all new kids are used to Tom Holland, and don't get me wrong, I do like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I like his Spider-Man too, but I'm just gonna always put Tobey Maguire a goated Spider-Man up there. Okay, so Sam Raimi gave us those iconic 3 films. I was just like, and there was a point in time too after Sam Raimi left Sony and so forth and did his own thing and doing his horror films. And Sam Raimi has also done great in the horror genre. I'm like, they need to bring him back. Like they really need to bring him back and let him give us an iconic, you know, another iconic Marvel film. And when he gave us Multiverse of Madness, I was like, I got my entire life. So to see him back and to see him back with Doctor Strange, and not only that, y'all also got the iconic, the legendary Denzel Washington, the A-lister of A-list, to play Dormammu. Oh, Marvel, yeah. In this case, I will say this. This was great casting, great director, great person to play Dormammu. Y'all, Marvel, I would say y'all kind of redeemed yourselves a little bit when it comes to some of the casting, because I'm gonna talk about Robert Downey Jr. and this Doctor Doom news in a second, but y'all ate with this one. I will say that I can't give you a 10, Marvel, right now. I can't give you a 10, but you know what? I'm gonna give you a solid 8. Okay, because Marvel, y'all done us wrong for a while. but I'm gonna give y'all a solid 8 for this casting. Y'all did this. I will give you guys that. I'm excited. I'm excited. But the thing is, you know what the crazy thing about this? This movie's gonna take forever to come out. This movie's gonna take forever to come out, like, because they're already cutting down on the amount of shows and movies that are being produced in the MCU. So honestly, I wouldn't expect Doctor Strange 3 to come out until like let me give it like 2028 at least, maybe 2028, 2027, around that time. It's gonna be so long. Oh my god. That's such a it's so far. I don't even want this thing to like because I need something I haven't been to the movie theater since Deadpool. Like I need to close out my 2024. We're going to the movie theaters. Like I need this to come out. But you know what? I want it to be good. I want it to be precise. I want the CGI to do its thing, the writing, everything. I'm just happy that they did this. This was great news. I'm happy that Sarah Raimi is back. I'm extremely happy that Denzel Washington is going to play Dormammu. I think that's great casting too. I'm excited. To me, I'm into the magic. I'm into all that stuff. So it's like it's cool to see that they're gonna continue to use that same formula as they did with Multiverse of Madness. Like I said, I think Multiverse of Madness was a 10 for me. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. So, but yeah, great news. Let's go on to the next topic. Um. So listen, I think I spoke about this before. Um, when it comes to this whole Kang thing, and they're saying here Marvel Studios decided to drop the Kang storyline because there wasn't a lot of hype surrounding the character. And they said, sorry, they said, and they went with Robert Downey Jr. to as Doctor Doom to get people more excited for the upcoming Avengers film. Let me see y'all something. That's a weak ass excuse, and y'all know damn well that's not the reason why Kang wasn't as interesting. One, it wasn't because it was not because of the Kang character, right? Because let's be very clear, before this became the MCU, what were the main villains that we in a mainstream like if someone that didn't watch the for someone that hasn't like read the comic books and so forth, like if we're gonna talk about the main villains, we're gonna say, oh, the Green Goblin, even though y'all know what I'm talking about as far as like Marvel villains, like, oh, Green Goblin, oh, Dr. Ock, oh, Sandman. Like we're gonna be talking about things like that. So it's like Thanos, that had to be introduced to us through the films with great writing. And I think that had the MCU, the writing team did their due diligence by giving us some good writing, and the storyline made sense, and they wrote Kang up to be untouchable, the public would have fell in love with that character. Because let's be very clear. Y'all talking about some, oh, Robert Downey Jr. is going to get more people more hyped. Last time I checked, people were dragging Marvel for casting Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. We didn't want that. We wanted y'all to pick somebody else. So it's like y'all talking about some, oh, Robert Downey Jr. is going to get people hyped. Yeah, like maybe his hardcore stands, but like even me still to this day, like I'm not comfortable with him playing Doctor Doom. Like I wish y'all could have either picked an up and coming actor to play Doctor Doom, someone that that could have used that role and made it to even a bigger and more larger than life villain. Hell, who knows, even surpassing Thanos. But y'all went back to that well, and it's like I don't know. I think that Marvel too also needs to look at what is going on with Joker too. I know that's DC stuff, but like y'all need to look at what happens when y'all continue to go back to that well. Y'all end up suffering in the box office. So it's like just because you giving me a good A-lister name or someone that has been a part of this project before, and y'all think that, oh, well, their name is just gonna bring views and clicks and bring people to the movie theaters, y'all better think again. People are very cautious with their money right now. Things are tough, and it's like, yes, while we love Iron Man, we love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, but for me personally, I wish that y'all could have picked a different actor to play Doctor Doom. I think that Robert Downey Jr. has enough coin, has enough money to live out for the rest of his life. Y'all should have picked somebody else. Also, another thing, I think that the reason why the Kang character did not do well is because y'all it just didn't make sense. Like the in the Ant-Man film, y'all wrote him poorly. The Ant-Man film did not do well. Overall, it was just a terrible film. So it's just like y'all could have y'all really could have done Kang justice the same way y'all done Thanos justice, but y'all just fumbled the bag. Marvel got too cocky, and I think we need to be honest about this. Marvel got cocky. They thought that we were just gonna run to the theaters and just eat up anything, throw shit on chicken salad and make us eat it. But it's like no. And I think that they're also trying to reverse it, make it seem as if we weren't interested in the Kang. No, we would have been interested in Kang had y'all wrote him if y'all built him up the right way. And also, obviously, with the whole controversy thing that's going on with Jonathan Major, so it just further added more issues with the development of Kang. So I think personally, for me, if I was Marvel, I and I said this before, I wouldn't have immediately jumped to Doctor Doom. I feel like they should have, especially with the whole Jonathan Majors controversy, they should have just recasted him if they didn't want him there. They should have just recasted him. They should have just did better with the writing. Personally, for me, I just felt like they did they did a an Uno reverse card on us with this whole Robert Downey Jr. thing, Doctor Doom thing. It felt desperate. That's the thing too. That it felt desperate. It didn't feel like a genuine move. And clearly, with this whole, that's why we got Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom to distract from the failure of Kang. It didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel authentic at all. So I just feel like, personally for me, I just really recasted Kang and continue to build him up. I think that the public. I feel like the public are more forgiving than these companies give us credit for. So I just think that yeah, we crapped on the Ant-Man film and so forth, but like we would have been if had he been built up right and the writing to be excuse me, the writing to be done well, I think that we all would have been forgiven. We would have loved the Kang villain. So just for me, I thought that it was a poor excuse. And yeah, I just wanted to go back to that well to get Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom when honestly, quite frankly, it made absolutely no sense to cast him as Doctor Doom. We're just gonna have to keep that a stack. And speaking of Doctor Doom, honestly, these last few segments are just gonna be Doctor Doom news. Um, people are not here for this either. I apparently Doctor Doom, Reed Richards, their relationship will not be as impactful in the movie, I guess. And they're saying that think of it as a Tony and Thanos kind of relationship. And Tony knew that there was a threat coming, but didn't know exactly who it was. Basically, Thanos is Doom, and Tony is Reed. Let me tell you something. This is why. Why can't you know? Why like? I don't understand like what the MCU is doing right now when it comes to this aspect. Like it's like they always want their whatever they're producing now. They always want it to revert back to, oh, we want it to be like Avengers 1 or Avengers 2 Age of Ultron or this person or that person or this person. It's like no, let them stand on their own 2 feet. And also here's another thing too. Why not just stick to the comics? Like I just don't understand. Like and I see people saying like, listen, like at this point we might as well just continue reading the comics and F these movies because it's like y'all are not y'all are just not staying true to the content at hand. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm usually someone that is tends to give people the benefit of the doubt and let them, let's see what happens. But y'all already did a terrible job by casting Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, and now y'all trying to put your own little sauce onto this whole Reed Richards and Doctor Doom um relationship thing. It's just like this is why people I don't know if this is not on it. They need to stick to the comics. Comics. That's all I gotta say. Like they really need to stick to the comics when it comes to the Fantastic Four storyline. Um, I think that you know if they also need to listen to fans. Like y'all need to listen to what the fans want in these situations. And plus, let me be very clear. It seems like the fans know a little bit more about what's going on with these characters than these, at this point, than Kevin Feige. Because Kevin Feige claimed that he was such a Marvel fan and he interested in the comics, but he's become more and more corporate with the way that he has been, putting out these movies and restructuring all the things that have happened in the comic books. So it's just like, are you really a fan, or are you willing to change your creative content based on your bottom dollar? You know what I mean? So it's just like the fact that you will crap on this on the relationship between Doctor Doom and Reed Richards and make it seem as if they don't even know each other. It's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And here's another thing too. A good amount of people are not here for the casting of the Fantastic Four either. That I remember, a lot of people were like, the casting is whatever. So I just think that they, I don't know. Y'all might have to pull. So a family member might have to pull me to go watch Fantastic Four. At this point, this whole Doctor Doom thing is it's not sitting well with my spirit. Like it's just like, y'all really, if they're gonna sell me with this Robert Downey Jr. thing and them changing up the storyline with Reed Richards and Doctor Doom, y'all need to give me immaculate writing, immaculate storylines. Like if y'all are gonna switch it up like this, I don't know. Y'all need to. It needs to be A+. I'm not even gonna give y'all a solid B. I'm not even gonna give y'all a solid B. It needs to be an A+. Because we already can see what happens when y'all switch things from the books or from the comic books. Look at House of the Dragon. Look at House of the Dragon. Look at what George R. R. Martin is saying right now about House of the Dragon season 2 and the next upcoming seasons of House of the Dragon. He's dragging it. He's like, listen, what are y'all doing? Like, this makes absolutely no sense. And I think that Marvel needs to look at that and look at what fans are saying and stick to the content, stick to the source material. How hard is that? I don't know. I'm just like, if I was ever an actor, I would be a director's actor, or I would just stick to whatever. If a movie comes from a book, I'm gonna stick to the books. That's just me, at least. I'm gonna stick to what the books say, and I'm gonna produce it as it is. I don't want to go through all these problems. Like, I don't know. I just think that they made a big mistake with this one. Um, next. Um, so apparently Elizabeth Olsen. Oh God. So now, okay. So she's gonna be in Avengers Doomsday, which is expected. Um, I she's gonna be the love interest of Doctor Doom. Listen, I have no issues with Wanda being the villain. I'm cool with that. And I would have been here for this if Robert Downey. I'm sorry, this is y'all might say that. Oh damn, this is a Robert Downey Jr. like hate account or something. But it's just like, I'm sorry, I do not like him playing Doctor Doom. I do not want him playing Doctor Doom. Like, I wish they could have picked an up and coming actor to play this role. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much. I think I probably would have been here for this had it been another actor playing Doctor Doom. Because listen, I was in the minority when it came to this, but like I was here for Rogue and Magneto's relationship in X-Men '97, and I was in the minority. I thought they were cute, but with this, you have Robert Downey Jr. here, and it's just like Robert Downey Jr. Like he's known Elizabeth Olsen from the previous Avengers films, and he was playing Iron Man, so it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And plus, let me just say this though. It makes sense because I would say this. They stick to the comics. Comics. Scarlet Witch and Doctor Doom did have like a relationship in one of the comic books, so it's like I understand what they're trying to do, but it's just that this is one of those things where it's just like I wish this is where I always have to go back. I wish they could have picked a different actor to play Doctor Doom. Wanda being the love interest to Iron Man / Doctor Doom is just not sitting well with my spirit. It's just not sitting well with my spirit. I'll be here for it though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as far as the comic book wise, yes, but it's gonna look weird. Hopefully, at least, hopefully they keep the mask on Robert Downey Jr. on Doctor Doom. Hopefully they keep the metal mask on him because it's gonna look so crazy. like seeing Wanda and seeing Elizabeth Olsen and Robert Downey Jr. kissing or something. It's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna look like, oh. It's gonna look weird. But I would have been here for it if it just wasn't Robert Downey Jr. I'm sorry, y'all. Like for the ones that are here, so far most people are not here for Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom, but so I guess I might be in the majority when I say this, but it's gonna be weird. Things are getting weird. But yes, but yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see Avengers Doomsday. I can't wait to see what it gives. But yeah, that's all the news I have for today when it comes to Marvel news. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Let's get up to 1,000 subscribers. Tell me what you guys say in the comment section below. I apologize for me being sick. Okay, I got a cold. I'm coughing. I apologize, but I need to give you guys this news. But thank y'all so much. Thank you all for listening to me, subscribing to my channel, giving me your opinions. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal. Thank y'all so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.